Hello there, Aries. It is so good to see you again. I'm Aries Sue, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we are doing a really kind of a special reading. This is a Lionsgate portal reading as well as your weekly tarot. And the reason I'm combining them is because the Lionsgate is on August 8th, 8/8 on Monday, and it will continue. It will stay open until about the 12th or 13th. So we'll have the energies of that throughout the week. So the Lionsgate portal is a really exciting time of year. It's really based on the Leo traits, which we all have in some way during Leo season now. The Leo traits of strength and courage, of taking action on the things that we, want to take action on in order to bring in the abundance, to manifest the love, the material goods, the dreams, the goals, whatever it is that you're trying to bring into your life. It's about embracing that because it is 8/8. And the number 8 is all about manifesting abundance in our life. So this Alliance portal, we're getting special downloads, energy from the sun that will help us to evolve and embrace our greatest strengths, and helps us to find the clarity about where we are to go, what our soul's purpose is, and how all this will play out. It's really kind of an exciting time. You could find yourself, experiencing difficulty sleeping right now. So really drink a lot of water, take good care of yourself, understand your energy level might not be as high as you're going through this week, but really exciting time. So I'm doing a little bit of a different spread. We're going to be taking a look at a situation in your life that you are being asked to focus on doing the healing about. We'll talk about that in a minute. Something else that you are already doing in your life, nurturing, developing within yourself in your personal growth. And to give you some guidance about, yes, this is on your right path, and how to continue that. And then something that you need to purge, that you just need to say goodbye to let go of. But then we're also going to focus on your amazing uniqueness, strength, and light at this time. So this is something Spirit wants you to know is truly a strength or a uniqueness that you have. It's the way that you shine your light. And then finally, the next step in how you can use this light, this uniqueness of yours, in order to help manifest that abundance that you're looking for in your life. So let's go ahead, Aries, where I know that was kind of a long intro. Sorry about that. I felt like there was some things to talk about. So let's take a look at your Soul Traveler's card. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. So interesting. I think this has come up almost in half of the readings that I have done so far. So traveling lightly is really about leaving people, places, situations, burdens, beliefs behind that no longer are serving you for your highest good. And that is exactly what this Lionsgate is about, is really embracing the person that we are wanting to become, who we are wanting to become, stepping onto our purpose, and notice that he's walking out of the darkness and towards the light. So you could have felt that for some time you were kind of in the dark, not really sure what your purpose is or something like that. And now during the Lionsgate, you'll be getting that clarity about how to move forward. Really interesting. So let's get started with what you are being asked to heal. Now, we have to talk about healing for a minute. Healing is recognizing those emotions and feelings about a situation in our life, whether it's a relationship, a job we've left, a dream that has not come true. It's about healing the emotions around it, because by healing those emotions will no longer be able to drive our future actions. Think about it that way. when we heal those emotions, we accept them for what they are. We thank them, but then we also release them. We transmute them, because by doing that, we can walk forward much with less burden, right? We can make clear decisions based on our heart instead of based on the hurt or the pain that we have experienced in the past. So you are being asked to heal. I feel like there was a situation, really interesting, where you may have begun shining your light. And at that time, it brought some darkness in. I feel like some people may have left your life, which is interesting. I don't usually get that with that card. So you kind of maybe stepped into your soul's purpose, changed your career, changed your lifestyle, maybe changed your beliefs about how the world works, or the way that you relate to others, something like that. I feel like you were shining brightly. And maybe very excited about it, because we have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is your energy. It's that energy of knowing where you're going, being a spiritual leader, a guide, a teacher, a healer, just really stepping onto your soul's purpose, knowing where you were going to go. And then I feel like you hit a wall. Like literally kind of came across an obstacle that was really difficult. And part of it is because there could have been people or situations that suddenly dropped out of your life because you were stepping onto a new path. And you were really kind of excited, inspired about this. This could have been as much as like a new hobby that you took up, okay? Or some traveling that you wanted to do, or something like that. I feel like, there's this energy of feeling really sad about this. This was something that you really wanted to do, but when you went into the situation, once again, it was kind of like you didn't have the support or something. It could be even that something traumatic happened in your life. You could have come up, you could have had a real change in how you saw yourself in the world. And it could have ended like a long-term committed relationship or marriage. It could have ended even your job, because suddenly you were no longer, I think you were no longer willing to see that relationship or that job, that career path in the same light. Your past job, okay, if it's a job, you could have been really focused on making money or making money for a company, being like, even corporate, the head of a corporation or climbing the corporate ladder or something, and then suddenly got inspired that, it's not really all about money. You may have, say you were like in the marketing department or something, and, the marketing department was all about, we got to get sales up, right? And then all of a sudden you could have come in and said, well, the company's making a lot of money. Maybe we ought to think about having a give back program, like however that might fit into the scenario. And it's kind of like you said that, and then suddenly, you were no longer being promoted, or you didn't get a raise, or you were no longer being assigned to, the better projects or something like that. I feel almost as if, there's this energy of hitting a wall, hitting a wall. And it's kind of left you a little bit doubtful about, well, is the new way that I'm seeing the world wrong? Or is it, wow, yeah. Five of Wands on the bottom. I feel like lots of competition, drama, chaos around you because of this situation. Yeah, I feel for some of you, you could have even been wanting to start a new business, start a family, start a new romance. It doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter here. But, the Empress is about starting new things. There was something that you wanted to start, and then it just truly ended. It was a true disappointment. So you're being asked to heal the emotions. The thing that I'm hearing is that you may be in this energy of, well, I hit the wall. There's no way I can get through this wall. I'm going to quit. I'm going back to the way that I used to feel. It's once again, you're being asked to heal the emotions around this situation because you are meant to walk forward into this light. And your emotions about your disappointing emotions about whatever this is that you wanted to start or you did start but then didn't take off, is to put down the disappointment, to heal the emotions, the disappointment about this, because this is exactly where you need to go. Really interesting. That's much different than in the other readings, because I feel like you're being embraced to really stand in your truth about what it is that you wanted. I feel like you got a big obstacle. Once again, that wall is like coming down. It could have even been you were trying to start a business, you were all excited about this, putting a lot of your time and energy and love into it. And then, the economy dropped or something like that. And you may have for some time had to go back to a job that you had previously in order to make ends meet. But it's about, okay, you're not giving up. Don't allow this disappointment to or the emotions of that disappointment to stop you from trying again. Wow, really lovely energy. Okay, so what are you being asked to continue developing or nurturing in your life? Yeah, standing in your truth. I think that whatever this idea is, it may not have just been the time for it or something like that. This is your truth. This is oh my goodness, beyond the ordinary. And then community. There are people out there that need or want whatever idea or, whatever this is that you were stepping into. We had the King of Wands and the Empress. Two of the most creative, very spiritual, very masculine, very feminine energy, very balanced there, very business, go-getters, just really, balancing out, moving and then allowing, giving and receiving, balancing that out. That could be part of what you have to be able to heal too. Is that you may have been overgiving in a situation, or a relationship. But look at this. This is beautiful. It's beyond the ordinary. You and your idea, whatever this is, or this relationship, if the relationship came to an end, I feel like it's time to go back and see, can this relationship come back? Or finding love somewhere else. It is not about about giving up on whatever this is, because you have a whole community. I feel like you really are reaching a whole community with your truth. And it's about, I really feel like this is something that you started and then you've put on the back burner. It's about bringing this back out. Do not, whatever this is, it's like not to give up on it. That is for sure. There could be some things that you need to, some burdens, or maybe the expectation of how it's going to play out. You may need to let that, drop that for a little bit, and then just pick up the energy of this and go forward lightly, not carrying the burdens, not carrying the emotions of the disappointment from the past as you move on down this path. And then what are you to purge? Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Oh my goodness. And chaos and conflict. Oh, a change in the wind. Yeah, I feel as if, something may have come to light over here in this first situation where you're supposed to heal. Something came to light. There were smoke and mirrors. You may have even been using smoke and mirrors, tricks, illusions, in order to get this started or something. Understanding that you don't need that. Once again, say for instance, once again, you were like working in the marketing department and you said, the company's making a lot of money. Why don't we have a give back program? You may have suggested that. And then somebody may have said, oh yeah, let's run with that idea. We'll get people to buy into this give back program, but we really won't give back that much. We'll give back 10%. But we're going to keep the other 90% for us. It's a way the company can make more money. They may have taken your idea and twisted it, okay? And so you were kind of like, yeah, geez, why am I giving up any of my good ideas? They're just using it to make more money, recognizing, oh yeah, telling our customers or our clients that we're having a give back program, but really not giving back, like, not allowing that, you're changing the wind, okay? You're changing the energy of smoke and mirrors. And this is what you're supposed to purge, is the idea that smoke and mirrors. I feel like you've already come into this, but you may be thinking, well, maybe I need to go back to smoke and mirrors. Maybe that's the only way that you get ahead, is by having illusions, not being who you truly are, but kind of like putting on a front of who you are. It's about recognizing, no, when I'm not standing in my truth, because here you are, you're standing in your truth. When I'm not standing in my truth, I'm not walking my true soul's purpose. Really, I think it's a kind of an important message. We all have to balance out, and I'm going to come back to this energy of balancing out, like, this is kind of like the 5D in a way. This is the 3D. Not really, but let's kind of go with that. It's kind of like balancing out your spirituality and also living in the 5D. You may have had to, at some point, have been in a business or a relationship where there was smoke and mirrors, where there were illusions, or say you were in a long-term relationship, like a marriage, right? And the marriage was not going well, but on the outside, everybody thought everything was hunky-dory, right? Because you were smiling and looking lovey-dovey or something out in public. But behind doors, it was not that way, So I feel like that's what you're purging. You're understanding now. I think you've moved out of that energy, but you're understanding that you really have to get rid of, it's kind of like getting rid of all the white lies, and really walking your truth. And it doesn't mean that you go around, telling people, yeah, you do look fat in that dress, right? I've read something somewhere where, even a white lie is a lie, understanding that when we really stand in our truth, it doesn't mean that you have to be mean to other people, right? But at the same time, yeah. Oh my goodness, really lovely. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, putting your time and energy into being who you are and standing in your truth. And understanding you don't need illusions anymore. I feel like in the past, you were getting the message, because pages are about messages. I think you were getting the message that maybe this is the way the world works, right? This is the way the world works. You better play this game or you're not going to go anywhere. That kind of energy. And for some time, I think you were toying with that. You were not toying. I think you were deliberating it in your own mind. Is that really true? Should I really be putting on illusions that are not true? Because I feel like you weren't being even truthful to yourself. You could have been in a long-term committed relationship where you weren't really happy, but you were pretending you were. And we all go through spells where, there's the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of relationships or situations. And sometimes we do, you just have to smile and get through the low times, knowing that the high will come again. But there's also this sense of, yeah, I have to stick in my truth, because that's the only way I'm going to really manifest. To me, this is manifest what it is that I truly want in my life. It's kind of like I don't want any tricks in order to bring in what it is that I want. You know, you're purging the idea of I need tricks, or I need to trick other people in order to manifest what it is that I want. And I think in your case here, it is a little bit about trying to manifest money, because the pentacles are very strong here. Okay, so now let's go on to your amazing uniqueness, strength, and light. Yeah. Wow. You are going in a new direction, Aries. You are going in a new direction. I feel as if there is something that has gone the distance. Okay, so this could be a belief. Okay, belief about illusions or tricks. It could be, something, a relationship, a job, a career, something, or a belief, that has gone the distance. It's expired, and you realize that now, and it's now time to go in a new direction. And with this uncharted sea, it is that Fool energy of moving in a new direction, but it's also about, this is something you haven't really done before. I feel for some reason, I think, Aries, some of you may actually move into a career or a job or a new path in life that is about being a spiritual leader, healer, teacher, speaker. I'm hearing speaker. Somebody that is sharing you're sharing your truth, the truth that you have come to learn. After, a situation of recognizing how having smoke and mirror tricks in either your life or the people around you have had them, that really and truly does not play out well, and you're recognizing now that has come to an end. So your amazing uniqueness is that you can start again. Really interesting. I'm trying to think. Somebody else had a similar energy of being able to really kind of pick yourself up and go off in a new direction. It could have been even Leo. 8 of Cups, King of Cups, yeah, Magician. And then we have the Star card here and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, finding your work and helping others to heal. Yeah, really interesting, because here, oh my gosh, this is just like so cool when it comes around together like this. Here you have that 8 of Cups, walking your soul's purpose, right? Going on this new journey. It could be uncharted seas for you, something totally new. Some of you could be moving across the ocean, so maybe to another continent, definitely maybe to another country. It's kind of interesting because they're saying navigating by the stars. You're not really knowing how you're going. You're just kind of like, navigating as you go, listening to your intuition, following the guidance that you get there. And that is all part of you being on your spiritual path, your soul's journey, but going towards your 9 of Cups, going towards something that is truly fulfilling and healing. Something that is going to bring you a lot of emotional. Remember, we started off with your emotions being, hitting a wall. It's about stepping back into your emotions, understanding I'm going to get back into my heart chakra, my love for life. I'm moving into that, and that is where I can become the magician. You may realize that the magic of manifesting, because this is all about how to manifest the abundance that you're wanting, that the magic of manifesting, right, is really following your truth and staying in your heart space, about not putting on illusions or using magic tricks in order to bring in what it is that you want. It's kind of like, no, I am the magician when I am in my heart space, when I am willing to go in new directions and have new experiences, new relationships, new adventures. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like you and traveling lightly, like right? I mean, it's kind of like I really do feel like some of you are moving. You're kind of like, yeah, I'm ready for a new experience, a new adventure. And the magic will happen because I'll be stepping into my truth. You may have stayed in a relationship or a job that had really met its expiration date. You may have stayed in it for some time, pretending that you were happy or whatever, and now you're kind of like, yeah, I've got to put that to the side. My heart is calling me to go in a new direction. Um, all right, so now what's the next step? Now that you know that you have this new path, that part of your life, part of your uniqueness is having the courage and the strength to step onto a new path, you know, really interesting. We have the Rose's Kiss, really interesting that that came out. Building blocks and the Page of Swords. So pages are once again about news, but I feel as if this is you kind of learning or building the building blocks that you need in order to go into a new career. Because this is how to use your light. I feel like you're kind of building, you know, this strong foundation, because building blocks is about strong foundations. I think, oh my goodness, look at this. It's a dandelion, and then at the top, you know, you blow on a dandelion and then the seeds scatter to the world. You are becoming a teacher, once again, like a spiritual guide, leader, speaker, motivational speaker, um, influencer, however that may work out. You're sending your seeds of knowledge out into the world. And this could be, once again, you could literally be traveling the world to do this, or you could be putting it out on the internet. You know, the nice thing about the internet is you can reach basically the whole globe with your message. I love, wow. Thank you. They're showing me these really important parts of this illustration. See how he has his hand on his heart? It's coming back to this idea of, you know, stepping into your truth. You know, when you put your hand over your heart, it's you're speaking your truth. Your truth lies in your heart. And I feel like you are speaking your truth out to the world. You may actually be a little bit of a whistleblower or somebody that is really trying to change the viewpoint of the world about certain situations that are going on in the world. You know, you could be becoming an activist, a lobbyist, something like that. The Rose's Kiss. Okay, I cannot remember. It could have been Gemini. Could have been Gemini, or it could have been Libra. Somebody got this card. This is about somebody on the other side that is helping you with this. So you could have, you know, there's a ladybug here, and then it's a rose. But this is somebody that has passed, that maybe was a very big part of your life, Aries. Or, you know, it could have been a grandparent, or, you know, it could even be a historical figure. Really interesting that they're saying that. It could be somebody that you even learned about, right? And now you're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's thundering. You know, you learned about their work, or you loved their teachings, and now you want to go out and continue their work. Wow, really interesting energy there. I feel like this is significant, Aries. This is not just, I think your way of life is changing, and you know, for some of you, Maggie does not like thunder. It's okay, sweet girl. It's okay. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you are paring down what you actually own. You could become a missionary. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have any material goods, you know. because you can manifest whatever it is that you want. But I feel as if you're willing to leave a lot of things behind because you know the importance of your words, however that relates. Oh my goodness. Seven of Wands. Okay, this is so interesting because I have the Emperor in reverse. Really interesting because I don't usually get reversals. This is your energy, and the King of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. I think you had this earlier too, didn't you? Well, you have the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is still upright. I feel like the Emperor, oh my goodness, yeah, the Empress here. Okay, I think the Emperor is healing whatever this connection is. So if the connection that you're leaving is, you know, like a significant other, I feel like you're healing that, or walking away from the Emperor, or you're also no longer, I feel like, Aries, I want to say you're no longer the person you used to be. You're walking away, literally. I think some of you are walking away from the life that you had before. I mean, that's kind of been here, but I think you really are. It's kind of like you're putting down the cloaking, you're shedding the skin of who you used to be. I feel like you've been the King of Wands all along, but you maybe had these smoke and mirrors, right? And you weren't really ready to completely show your true self, because now you're going out, you're offering what it is that you truly have to offer. Maybe in the past you what you had to offer wasn't based on your truth. And now you're shedding your skin. This is a true spiritual awakening. I feel like you're shedding your skin and stepping into your truth. The Page of Pentacles is always the truth. I feel like it's genuine, it's truthful. I feel like you're walking into that energy of truly offering what it is that you have to offer. You may have been offering the parts of you that you were offering, your love, your talents. I feel like they were masked in a way. You know, you were offering things that maybe you thought people wanted from you. And now you're kind of like, no, I'm offering who I truly am. Wow. Magnetism. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. I attract and magnetize to me all that I need to get what I want. Yes, I feel like that is what you are leaving behind. I feel like you understand. Remember that when you step into your heart space, when you live your truth, that what happens is that you suddenly become this magician, that the things that you want are magnetized to you. They just come to you. Like, you don't have to work for it. And I feel like that's what you're understanding. The way that you used to live, I feel like you may have felt like you had to control other people. You know, the Emperor is a lovely energy, but it's also a little bit controlling, a little bit my way or the highway, you know, a little bit based just on money, how much money is coming in, right? Instead of, wait a minute, why don't we give back some? You know, I feel like you're turning that on. That could be why some people are leaving your life too, because you're like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to be the true me, which is really this, okay? But I think that it's indicating in this reading that you are shedding your skin and becoming the true you and magnetizing, attracting in those things that you truly need and want. Really lovely energy. All right. Well, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. Maggie and I are going to go cuddle while the thunderstorm is here. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I really do wish you much love and light. And I really do appreciate all of your support. And I hope to see you again really soon. Happy Lionsgate Portal to you. Bye for now.